You know, I've been putting off for hours filming day 3 because I couldn't stop being emotional, and I kind of thought it was because, I haven't been sleeping a lot lately. I've been really stressed out. And I mean, it's New Year's. You're thinking about all the things you did in the past year and everything you're going to do in the next year. And I paid my rent today, and I'm so blessed to have been able to do that my family was able to come up with the money. And I was rushing today to try to make sure I got the money orders so that I could pay the apartment complex. And I was in the Walmart parking lot, and I was so stressed out. I couldn't find my debit card. You can't buy a money order without a debit card, apparently. It has to be cash or, a debit card. All I have is a credit card connected to my bank account. I have US Bank. I don't know why I still have them. There's no ATMs or branches here. So I was just like, God, how am I going to do this? Like, I was trying to transfer the money in my account that my dad had sent me to a Western Union so I could do cash pickup. And online it kept denying it because, my rent was $2,666.26. I mean, I'm looking at the amount right now. And it kept denying me, and I called them, and they said, oh, you can only transfer $999 in a day. And I'm like, oh, you don't want to post anything on your website, so what am I going to do? My dad's out of state. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I finally just snapped, and I started crying. Like, I'm so close. Like, the money's there, but how the fuck am I going to do this? It's $200 to send cash to Western Union so you could pick it up. I mean, like, $200? That's insane. That's $200 I didn't have. Thank God. Like, I called my dad, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. I was calling everybody I knew that might live in the area with a debit card that might be able to come and I could transfer them the money. So I could just stand there and swipe a debit card so I could pay my rent before noon so I wouldn't be evicted. And it's New Year's Day, and I didn't want to tell my kids, like, hey, I fucked up. I paid it late. So now we gotta pack up and move to God knows where. And I'm crying about my own problems. I cleaned myself up. Like, I asked my dad if I could send you back the money. Can you go to a Western Union in Missouri and transfer me the cash? Can you come up with the $200 to do it? Because I don't know what the fuck else to do. I need to order a new debit card, but it's too late to do it now. Like, really tried to breathe in the car, and Walmart parking lots are just fucking crazy, and everybody's looking at you like you're a psychopath, crying in your car in the Walmart parking lot. And I get in there, and I'm in line, and I'm trying to just stare off into space and not think about it. Like, I'm so close. Like, I called the apartment complex. The apartment manager lives on site, which I didn't know, thank God, and he was willing to come back to the office to get the money order after the cutoff time of noon so that I could stay in my apartment, because they didn't want to see me and my kids evicted, because we've been here for years and they really like us, but there's nothing you can do about it if you pass the deadline date. And here I am, just sitting in my own problems, stewing on my own stuff, ruminating. And I'm standing in the customer service line at Walmart. And like just dead to the world, wasn't paying attention. And the girl in front of me starts yelling at the Walmart cashier for no good fucking reason. Like, she came there to pay a bill for her grandmother. Her grandmother didn't send her the right account number. And the girl starts yelling at the elderly customer service representative. She didn't do anything wrong. The lady was, you could tell she was weathered and tired and lots of tats, and that she definitely wasn't stupid. I mean, she held her shit, because I would have been mad. And I started thinking about, like, my problems are not so big. Like, they suck, but I'm gonna be able to pay the rent today. Like, I'm always able to figure it out, and nobody's fucking yelling at me. This lady's working at Walmart, and I mean, bless her heart, she has a job. She's more than I could say for myself. But she's getting yelled at by some little dipshit. I mean, this girl was nothing to look at, which I'm not being mean, but you could tell she was just taking out whatever was going on with her on this poor lady. And I just couldn't understand that. I mean, I wasn't fucking raised that way. I would never treat anybody else like that. Like, everybody else is an extension of you. If they're in a bad mood, you have to think about the last time that you were in a mood like that, what was happening to you. And so getting up in line, I told the lady, like, oh, I promise I'm not gonna talk to you like that. And she just, it looked like her face brightened up as we were talking, and she was like, oh, my daughter's name is the same as yours. It's spelled the same. And, you know, I was just trying to be nice. And honestly, in the reflection of the day, it was like, you know, my day may be shit. And I may be going through some shit. But honestly, money is not the thing I want to fucking, you know, throw myself off a ledge for. Like, life is so fucking meaningless if you're just chasing the dollar. And even crying about all my own shit, being so fucking exhausted. Like, I haven't showered since Monday. I know it sounds disgusting, but I'm prioritizing everything else. I wanted the kids to have a good New Year's, like a clean house and a great dinner on the table and whatever I could come up with, but I wanted it to be good and, you know, pray over them, make sure we're sending great blessings into the new year. I'm like, the only thing that really meant something to me today was making sure that the kids had a great day, great New Year's. And that lady, her day sucked a little less. And I want a career, right? Like, I have goals. But I don't want to, like, I want my bills to be paid, but after that, honestly, I don't really care. I don't care what kind of car I drive as long as it works. I don't care what kind of clothes I wear as long as they last. I think my life would be so meaningless if I didn't have an impact somehow on other people. And it really kind of made me reevaluate everything. Like, obviously tomorrow's the 1st. I just paid December's rent, so I have January's rent coming up. But honestly, that's nobody's problem but mine. And I can do all that stuff. I really don't want my problems to be a burden on somebody else and for my stress to ruin somebody else's day. I think that would be the thing I would feel the guiltiest about. And I don't cry very often. I really don't. I don't know. I think it's just parents weren't cry people, you know, like walk it off. Just raised around a bunch of boys. So I'm just really not used to crying, but I don't think I could get through today after the kids went to bed without crying. That's like just 8 months of stress, just finally being able to come out. And I held it together for so long. And, you know, I asked ChatGPT, I was like, what are the, you know, the things that I was most successful at this year? And not in terms of money, like growth. What are the things that I need to improve on? And if I could figure out a way how to edit this video, I would show you the screenshot. I'm terrible at editing. But, you know, I absolve problems really quickly. Like if I'm upset about something, I will really quickly process it intellectually and then let it go. But a fucking AI tool had to tell me I don't somatically let anything go, and that's why I struggle with nausea and insomnia and, you know, difficulty focusing. And yeah, maybe I don't cry enough. Isn't that the silliest goal to have for 2026? Cry more. I mean, maybe it's true. We're so busy trying to be strong people, building brands, building businesses, having the right image, that we forget that we're fucking human beings. That we need real connection, that we need to be able to cry about things, and it's not being weak. It's not being a pussy. It's letting it go. I'm starting to forget what the point of this video is. I promised myself that I was going to do this every day. Otherwise, honestly, I would have skipped today. But I just don't want to do that. I don't want to lie to myself. And so I'm filming a video. And I'm going to cry tonight and hopefully shower. Honestly, to be really honest, I probably won't shower till tomorrow morning. I'm honestly too tired to really care. And then tomorrow's the 1st, and I owe the first portion of my rent by the 4th. Otherwise, I get fined a $200 late fee, so I'm going to be focusing on that. And I guess it's just really hard to be vulnerable, you know, and I didn't, on my first video, I didn't want to be visible. But being visible was really about vulnerability. I'm afraid of being vulnerable. And I think it's something that I'm trying to accept in myself, that I can be vulnerable. I don't always have to be strong. It's impossible. It's impossible. So this is my moment of feeling vulnerable and being thankful and being able to, I guess, cry it out and go back to the drawing board tomorrow morning with a plan. Because you can take a moment to cry, but you can't let it hold you down, you know? Sadness shouldn't be the emotion that you identify with. I mean, everything goes through waves. You have to go through the waves. There has to be the up and down, the ebb and flow. That's what life is. If the waters were constantly calm, then honestly your life would feel fucking boring. I mean, when the waters are raging, that's when the surfers go out.